Shit on. I believe so. Oh my days, my shit about to die. Mm, 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 mm. What's up? I don't know who just pulled up, but what's up, man? Uh, Obviously you have to check. I'm gonna be talking about spoilers for the start, so if you haven't checked the spoilers, can I drop a link? Let me see. Let me see if I can drop a link quick. In case people who pull up haven't seen the spoilers. But these spoilers are crazy. Gege's cooking something special, man. Cooking something special. Let me go onto my man's Twitter. Where is it? Uh, where is Thingy? My I don't know who's pulled up. Oh, okay. I'm just gonna start talking about the chapter then. I think this chapter is going to be amazing. Obviously, when it's fully released, it's going to be crazy. My Yuki stocks are all the way to the roof because Yuki is cooking differently. And well, Kenjaku's he's getting fucked up right now. It's not looking good for him right now. But like he's chilling. I believe Kenny will come out with the dub. But at this moment of time, Yuki is bodying my boy, bruh. It's crazy. Like I was pushing the Yuki agenda for a very, very long time, but I wasn't expecting her to go out like this already, man. Like what? when she hit the when she did her what's it called? Shikigami like a football and kicked it at my man, that's when I knew she was special. She was special brother. But I don't know who's here. Oh, I think my stream's frozen. Give me a sec. Let me refresh this. Let me refresh. Oh my days. No way, man. Okay. Alright, I see everybody now. I can see all your comments. It took a while because my thing was like stuck. Yo, what's up, man? How you doing? Yo, what's up? Imaginary thick mass. Carl, you spinning. After watching Yuki fight even for a little bit, I'm surprised that Tony only got a scar training with her. Nah, on guard, man. The fact that he only got a scar, I think we have to boost my boy Todo even more. Because the way when she punched, what's his name? Kenjaku and it broke his arm, I'm like, what? Yo, she's different, man. She's different. Listen, I'm already pushing. Yuki is the strongest special grade. Bar Gojo, of course. If you want to use any logic to it, there is none. I'm just pushing my agenda. There's nothing I have to say. But yeah, man. Gege is cooking. He's cooking something special. I feel as if this is even better than what I was expecting at first, because I love oh, this is why I couldn't see your comments. Now it's working. Bro, YouTube's wilding. But now what's it called? Talk to me. What we thinking this domain is, Kenjaku? Because I was looking at it and I did like a little research. And it's supposedly, it's supposed to be, you know, the Pokemon Executor? It's supposed to be based off the same concept of whatever the tree is. There was a man on Twitter who linked the thing and he came in clutch. But that is crazy. I think his domain looks kind of crazy. And yeah, man, I have nothing really much to say. I feel like we're just cooking. Like, Jujutsu Kaisen these last couple weeks have just been different. Like everything has just been on point. And yeah, man, I ain't got nothing but praise to say for my goat Gege for real. But whoa, my imaginary thing, that's you're wilding for that one, Carl. I can't lie. I hope the stream is calm. I'm not sure if my voice is too loud. I'm trying a new mic, so let me know if you can hear me properly. Because I feel like the comments are taking a minute to load. It might be my laptop, you know, because it's kind of low. But right now, Gege's cooking. And oh, we got Yuki's curse technique. So obviously that Tsukigomo, what's it called, theory that I was very prevalent was going to be is pretty much shut off. Like that one is pretty much not the same. And the fact that she can basically make this type mass effect, I'm telling you, we're going to see constant fights between them because the fact that he has a gravity technique and she has a mass technique and they completely contradict each other. And then you have freaking Gojo who's infinity. Like these are all like some freaking interlocked twine of people for some reason. Gege's cooking something special. But I feel like her technique is cold, man. And the fact that she can like make the dragon fly into like a football, that was crazy. It was crazy, man. It was crazy. But how you guys doing? Obviously, how do you guys find the spoilers? Obviously, comment your thoughts down below and let me know your thoughts on this. Well, preview of the chapter. The spoilers came hella early. I won't lie, and I'm excited for the full release because there's a lot of things to come from this. And I think as if Tengen's even going to do something. Do you know how crazy it is that Tengen's about to do something? That little brief at the ending where he pulls up and does the thing. She's stronger than Ryu, Hakari, Kashima, and Yuta, and I'm a Yuta fan. Go push that agenda, Mackenzie. Come on, man. Come on, man. Listen, I agree with you. I'm on the Yuki is stronger than all of them as well. Trust me, man. Like, Yuki is different. She's different, man. Yuki about to beat up Kenjaku. Yo, she was beating the brakes off that man, bro. It was tough. It was tough. He was getting stopped. Like, yo, how did she break both of his arms? Both of them. It wasn't just one, both of them, bro. She's different, man. I feel as if, yo, I was expecting her to really like show game, but she surpassed even my expectations personally. I had high expectations for her, but she's doing even better than anything I could have thought of. So I'm pretty confident with that. Yuki and Chosa about to give Kenjaku the Mahito treatment. On guard, this is what the you really think? Yo, Hippo, you said off screen. I don't know if it's gonna be off screen, but she is fucking him up. It's crazy. It's crazy. But listen, even though Yuki is doing amazing, I do think this is a little scary for my boy. Because the fact is, you know how Kenjaku, even when he's getting rocked, this guy is nonchalant. And it's like, bruh, because he's just always nonchalant, it makes me feel like, is he really? Yeah, that's it, bruv. He's smiling, man. Like, man was smiling after taking a full punch that broke his arm. And then obviously he used RCT. I'm like, bruh, this... Is he really that worried right now? Like, I mean, from the brief text that we got in the spoiler leaks, we're about to cut back to Yuji before the domain is shown. Bruh, if that happens, me and I'm gonna have to call Gege. We're gonna have some beef. That would be the biggest cock tease. Bro, I would have rather he went to Yuji and thing before this whole fight. Because now that he started, he can't switch it. I'm way too hyped for this, man. This is beautiful. This is exactly a real special grade clash. And when Kenjaku starts fighting back and they go back and forth for a couple chapters, bruh, we're gonna be eating delicious food, man. It's a crazy thing. But Kenjaku, no, wait. You can Choso about to give Kenjaku that. No, I read that, bro. I'm tweaking. Kenjaku smiling after thing. Yo, my laptop's bugging, bruv. The comments, like I see the comments, then it like refreshes. Whatever. I already seen what everyone said, so obviously if you comment something, I'll peep it after. But nah, man, I'm very happy. My Yuki stocks are looking great. Right now, Kenjaku's on the back foot, so it's not looking good for him right now. But him pulling out that domain expansion, I think, yo, he probably has the most calmest, what's it called? Hand signs out of everybody. Alright, peace, Hippo. I'm only gonna be streaming for an hour because I got work and I have to sleep in like an hour, so I don't, what's it called? Wake up tired, bruv. But when what's his name? Kenjaku pulled up his domain and he used a hand sign. I thought that was cold because it's hella simple. He did like some inverse type thing where he hands his hands together. I thought the domain is cold. And if you guys paid attention, did you see like the dead bodies? Like there was heads flying. I swear I saw a shorty's. It was a mad thing. He had a mashup of everything. It was a crazy mix. I think he's really going with that body swapping thing. And it actually ties in nicely with the, what's it called? The Buddhism theory of his thing of Kenjaku, this other deity or whatever. Because her kind of ability was to lead pregnant people into childbirth and etc. So the fact that his domain has something in tandem with that, I think is pretty cool. And I think obviously Gege's keeping it a buck with the obviously Buddhism, what's it called, spiritual references that he always does. But I feel as if the whole chapter, I was reading that and I'm hyped. I think right now Yuki, you think it's his domains, or I think it's 100% his domain. Because if you see the picture, it had similar things of the heads, and then obviously the thing of the like uterus type thing or whatever, with like a pregnant woman's body or whatever. So I feel as if it was just in tandem with his ability and everything that he's done, in my opinion. So I don't think it was anything to do with Ghetto's curse technique, in my opinion. That's just my guess. And also, oh, we have to talk about it. he might have a barrierless domain. I don't know if it's because it was too late, but even when you see the barrier, for example, when Gojo uses domain, you see how the pocket space gets like summoned and it overlaps everything. But in this case, there was nothing that was showcasing like a pocket space being available. So in my opinion, it looks likely that Kenjaku probably has a barrierless one as well. And I think that's crazy. I mean, man, it was crazy. It's crazy. I think so. I can't lie. Damn, Yuki launched that shit out of Kenjaku, bro. It was crazy, man. Man kicked it, kicked it right out. I was like, yo, that is crazy, dog. Everybody was talking about how strong then that curse was, but got cooked. Bro, I'm saying, I was talking about, yo, he has this elephant curse that he can pull up and it has a potential ability, and it got one shot. That is mad. I saw something on Reddit, and they're trying to say her technique works similar to Gojo's imaginary mass of hollow purple. And if that's true, then whoosh, she's different. I'm for sure putting her the strongest special grade currently. She is different. Ronaldo fans are insane. Benchwarmer Ronaldo is better than Messi because he lost. Anyways, Kenjaku will win. Listen, Messi's my goat, but they're 1A and 1B, so you know I'm not gonna slander either one, but yeah, it was tough. Saudi cooked. That was unfortunate. That goalkeeper dropped a masterclass of a performance, man. Do you think Yuki's technique is hereditary among star plasma vessels? That's a great question, Patrick. My guess is no. I feel as if I'm gonna say no. I'm pretty confident in no. I think it's just something special to Yuki herself rather than star plasma vessels. That's my guess though. I feel as if each star plasma vessel has something different because of the specification of what's his name. Tengen saying he wants to merge with Rico because she has a different type of ability or whatever. You get me? What's up, Kendall? How you man? What's up, man? But yeah, bruv, I can't lie. That chapter was crazy. I see where Todo got them hands from. This looks like some shit Yuji Todo Maki would do. On God, bruh. Yo, he has that next level hands. Bro, nah. We have to talk about it. Because I'm pushing Yuki is the best special grade. But obviously Gojo. Cause. Listen. If she has RCT as well, then I'm forever pushing the thing. Because we got that information that she has a domain as well. But what did she said? She said she doesn't want to pull it out because obviously her technique obviously is going to be worse than Kenjaku's, which makes sense because he obviously has the gravity one, and gravity obviously is better than her mass technique or whatever. So it would affect her pretty directly, which why she probably then called out for Tengen. But what do you guys think Tengen's going to do? Because it looked like he potentially was going to use a domain, but I saw a man comment saying that potentially he's going to use like some anti-domain type barrier shit or whatever to counter him. So instead of like a simple domain, it could be like a higher advanced level application or something, which I think is pretty cool. I think it would make sense with him obviously being the best barrier user. But I don't know, man. I feel like the possibilities are pretty cool. Yuki being a physical beast makes so much sense since he trade Todo. Nah, for real, man. I mean, Todo got it from somewhere, man. It makes so much more sense. Like, yo, I thought she would have hands, but I wasn't expecting like this. She's like a brawler, and it's kind of crazy because I wasn't expecting that. I thought her main thing was gonna be with her technique still, but she gave Kenjaku the work. Him, you mean her? Yo, if I say him, I mean her. You get me, man. It's just a saying, you know. It's just like Laubi. Kenjaku equals 15 finger Sukuna. I don't know. You know why I disagree? The reason I disagree, Solo, is because when Kenjaku was talking about his trump card in Shibuya, he said 15 finger Sukuna was it. And if that's your trump card, why wouldn't he name himself as well? That's why I feel as if, you know, Sukuna is just on a different level. Obviously, 20 finger and Gojo are different, but I still got 15 finger Sukuna as that guy till further notice. If he gets jumped as well by somebody else, then I'll put my hands up. But I ain't seen that happen personally. I can't see it. But oh man, it's a crazy chapter. Gege is cooking, man. I feel as if what's it called? I need some predictions for you, man, though, for the next chapter and what to come. Because obviously we don't really have too much translations right now. So everything's just kind of speculation on what we've seen from the events. But I think the cool things that we got is Yuki has a domain. Obviously Kenjaku has a domain. What do you think Tengen did? Because I can't lie. Tengen's looking like she's finally about to do something serious for once. For once, he's looking like he's gonna do something important. Because it's been a minute since I've been on the Tegan is sus train, but maybe she can do something to change her opinion. You get me? Yo, hey there, allow me, man. Allow me. It is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. Oh, bro. Let me pull up the chapter because I'm trying to see. Actually, if I pull it up, nah, it might get the stream flagged, so I can't pull it up on this thing. See, that's why YouTube need to fix their shit, because if I can't even show the chapters on stream, well, I might get packed up. Let me see something. Let me see if I can quickly, what's it called, blur out some stuff, because I want to show a specific panel where you see my boy Kenjaku sweating. It wasn't looking good for him. Where is it? You know what? That's too much. That's too much innovation in 1 minute. I see. I'll get it ready for next time. Docky posted the summary. Say what he posted the full summary. I thought that we only got like some stuff because I saw the stuff with like Yuki and her technique and stuff. I'm gonna read some of that right now if that's the case. Let me peep. Kenjaku says that her not using her domain expansion after knowing the curse techniques aren't a good match because she has no confidence in her winning the fight. Yeah. Actually, no, I've seen that. Yuki's judging the... Oh, she also said that he probably has multiple, what's it called? Curse techniques, I lie. So I feel as if we're probably going to see... What? I think Tengen's trying to break Kenjaku's domain so then Yuki can finish him off. I agree, but in terms of what? Like, what do you think it is he's trying to do to break it? Do you think he's casting his own domain? Or do you think it's like a simple domain type of technique? He better be sweating. He almost got one tap. Nah, on God, man. it was tough for my boy. Like, yo, he was looking... The thing is, even though he nearly got one tap... Well, he got blitzed from that brief thing where she goes... He was like, oh, I don't think she's going to get... I'm not going to let you get close to me. And then she runs up and punches him and breaks his arm. He still didn't look stressed. I don't know if that's just Kenjaku's like personality, that he just doesn't look doesn't look stressed. Oh my days, I can't speak. He doesn't look stressed when anything happens. Or he's just like a dumbass. Like, come on, man. Like, yo, even though I have fully Kenjaku stocks, there's no way you weren't a little bit stressed from Shorty breaking your arm from the first punch, man. I think Tengen's gonna die, like self-sacrifice type thing. Maybe not next chapter, but in the future. Evil Pineapple, you rate Tengen too much. Too much respect for Tengen. Like, I hear your POV, but I feel like Tengen's just a bitch. Listen, I'm gonna keep it real. Tengen does not look like the person who wants to sacrifice for the good of people. Like, the way in which she decided not to merge with the Star Plasma Vessel, I'm already like, yo, you're suspect to me enough. So I don't know about all that. But listen, if Tengen like redeemed himself by sacrificing, that would be pretty cool. I think that would be pretty cool. No one has made a connection between Tengen and Kenjaku. Both are semi-immortal. Tengen used a live person to merge with. Kenjaku used a dead body to merge with. Both are the best barrier. Listen, you have to peep my Tengen is sus video. I'm talking about, I have a whole, I think, what's it called? There's some student-master relationship going on, in my opinion. Oh, but you looking like there's a relationship thing. I don't know about that, but listen, I definitely think there's a relationship between both of them. I mean, he has way too much knowledge on Tengen, and Tengen knew basically the whole logistics of what the culling game was supposed to be. Like, if they didn't have any connection with them both and having immortal techniques, that would be weird. Kenjaku's domain looking like it's barrierless and with a landmark construct made of curse. I agree. Like, the way it looked like it was barrierless as well. Like, you saw him pull up the, obviously, curse spirits, and well, it looked kind of like curse spirits, but then they also look like some type of shrine or whatever at the bottom with the heads. But I feel as if, like you said, it looked like it was barrierless because when everyone has pulled out the domain, you see the pocket space be pulled up first. But yeah, man, I just think it would make sense if it was barrierless, and I think it would be pretty cool. I can't lie to you. I like to see the whole concept of a barrierless domain be pulled up more, especially if it wasn't just from Sukuna himself. Because him being the second best barrier technique user, if anyone was going to do it, it would be him and Tengen alive. So it makes a lot of sense to me. Kenjaku is an honored one. He's him. He's for sure him. Like, even though he's getting bodied this chapter, I do think the next coming chapters he's going to get his get back and he's going to win eventually. But I'm just happy to see that my Yuki stocks are paying off because she's cooking right now. Anything to disable Kenjaku's domain, maybe domain struggle or something else. No, I hear that. I hear that. I feel like that's similar to how I'm thinking. If it's a domain, then wouldn't Tengen most likely win because she's the strongest barrier technique user? But then again, I don't know. There's a lot of possibilities to come. I feel as if the possibilities are pretty much endless. I can't lie. Simple domains can't work on barrierless domains since it works by interfering with the domain's barrier. I think Tengen's going to cast a barrierless domain to interfere with Kenjaku's. Yeah, I rate that theory. I rate that theory heavy. Listen, I'm on board with yours. I agree his is barrierless as well. And if Tengen's is barrierless, it will make sense. And I feel like it would flesh out a little bit more on domains in general. That potentially the most divine way of making the best use of a domain is to have it barrierless. Because everyone will be like, oh, everyone can do what Sukuna did because of the binding vow. But I still think there is a little bit more to come from it, especially with the what's it called, the text that they had where they said it's like an artist painting on a free canvas or whatever amazing cooking that my boy Gege was doing. But just because of that in general, I feel like there's a lot more to come with barrierless domains, and in my opinion, it would flesh it out even more, especially if we saw Kenjaku do it. I feel like Tengen will try to join in the fight just to get folded immediately. Yo, she needs to sit her ass down. She better not be fighting, bro. Yo, if she gets into the fight, she's getting captured like the Pokeball. Man is gonna capture in spirit manipulation, and then he's gonna dip because he would have got his objective. Like Tengen just needs to do whatever this domain counter is and stay far away, man. And potentially, because he obviously controls all the barriers in the Tomb, the Star Vessel, he probably doesn't have to get close to them as well to be able to activate whatever it is he's going to activate. Just the duality of them. Yeah, I hear you, hey there. I hear you, bro. Kenjaku really brought a balloon animal to the fight. Yeah, he brought up his elephant curse. But that's interesting, yeah, because I always thought the minute you pull out a curse from curse spirit manipulation, they would have been gone. So does that potentially mean that my guy Mahito might come back again? Like, listen, I thought he was done, but now it's looking like maybe there's a potential he comes back. Because I thought once he pulled out the elephant curse, it was wraps. Like, he can't use that curse again. But I guess we just learned something more on curse spirit manipulation. Or maybe that was just my personal interpretation. Barrierless domains really are peak special grade behavior. Come on, man, you get it. That is the peak of special grade. I think that's the peak of even just barriers in general. Being able to use them barrierless, obviously, in a domain. And that's why my boy Megami is going through that route of a barrierless domain. Trust me. All Kenjaku has to do is tell Yuki his terrible taste in women and she's easy clap. Listen, do you think he asked her the question? I don't know if they actually did. If because some people said that Ducky obviously did all the translations, but I haven't read all the text ones. I've just seen all the pictures. But if he comes in and says, listen, he does both sides, bro. Man was a mom and a dad, so really and truly, what taste does my guy have? Or Kenjaku no, wrong. I said that already. A masterpiece painted on air rather than the canvas. There it is. That's the quote. Yeah, you got me. See, my guy, Mike Froster, you come in clutch with all the quotes. Mahito gotta fight Yuji again for Yuji to actually win by himself. Listen, Yuji won, quotation marks. Like, he won, but obviously Kenjaku went and stole his kill. But, I don't know. I don't know, man. Like, this is just me. Listen, nah, you know what it is? Mahito had a good conclusion. I'm not even mad at it. It is what it is. While the maximum Uzumaki consumes the curse using it, just summoning them doesn't. Okay, true. Geto makes it sound like he summoned his rainbow dragon multiple times. Alright, Blitz, you made it sound interesting. I'm subscribed to what you said. That makes a lot more sense. Because I always thought like what my man just said with Mahito got distracted, that he couldn't use it again. Like, it just made more sense to me personally. But maybe there's a lot more to come with it. I don't know, man. Geto has Kenjaku can always reuse curse spirits. Alright, say no more, then that's calm. Then I just misinterpreted the way it was used. I always thought it was like a one-time type use, but then that just makes curse spirit manipulation so much more broken, I can't lie. It's really a serious technique for real. Where's my laptop? That shit about to die, man. But I got 30 more minutes because man has to go to work. But what's it called? Let me pull out this chapter. Let me pull out chapter and see what I got. Oh, so now that what's it called? The curse got destroyed by her kicking the ball. Then that one's wraps as well, the elephant curse. So he probably doesn't want to waste any more of his curses right now. So I think most likely we're going to see him use his other techniques that he has. Because we've seen him use gravity. Obviously, he probably has idle transfiguration. And then he has his inherited technique. And then he probably, the way Yuki phrased it, that he potentially has a couple more. Or at least 4 or 5. But if he has 4 or 5, do you think it comes from Uzumaki, or do you think it's something to do with his personal inherited technique? I'm gonna drop a poll still. Let me quickly make this poll. Extract. How does Kenny have multiple curse techniques? Uzumaki. Alright, I spelled it wrong, but you know what I'm talking about. Inherited curse technique. Jeez, the spelling is awful, but you get what I mean. You ignore the spelling, is very bad, but obviously vote and let me know which one you think. It would be great to see Yuki and Yuta fight side by side. I don't know if he will ever, but I see it would be hype. In my opinion, I agree with you that it would be hype, but based on what they said about special grades, they said that what's it called? Special grades fight better one on their own. So I feel as if just because of that narrative, unless they're facing someone like Gojo Sukuna, well, not Gojo, he's a good guy, I don't know why Gojo. Unless they're facing someone like 20 Fingers Sukuna, I just don't see any point of them having to fight them together, just because I feel as if the way the story is going, if you're a special grade, most likely you do fight on your own, because you just work on your best to not get distracted by other people. I feel like it makes sense. All the like really strong people always work like that, so I don't know. I don't know why Kenjaku wouldn't just extract the elephant curse spirit. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, what's it called? I'm guessing, well, his technique that he used, and even Yuki said that she theorizes something similar to that of, obviously, gravity. So because of that, maybe he did already, unless he just has it from something else, or he got that technique from somewhere else. Because the ability, the elephant technique used, was similar to that gravity with all the American soldiers going up into the thing. You get me? Man, I actually don't know. I've heard so much that it could go either way. No, I agree, man. I feel like it could be his curse technique or it could be Uzumaki. I feel like it's pretty open-ended, to be honest. It was already mentioned by Kenjaku after using Uzumaki to extract semi-grade 1 and high techniques from curse spirits. I hear that, I hear that, I hear that, I hear that. And high techniques from curse spirits. So you think it's definitely from Uzumaki then? That would make sense. That would make sense in my opinion. But then again, there's a lot of people theorizing that him switching bodies, he can access the memories of the respective sorcerers, allowing him to use their techniques. So, I don't know. Yuki's going to die? Yo, Black Goat, tell me, why you think Yuki's going to die? I'm team she survives, but obviously Kenjaku wins. But now that, man, I can't let her. I don't want Yuki to die. That would be tough. I need to push my Yuki best special grade agenda. Bar Gojo. I'm not gonna count Gojo's special grade. He's on his own tier, bro. But I have to push an agenda, so I need Yuki to survive. Yuji needs to surpass his cog mentality and separate himself from Sukuna's actions, and then I can see him being willing to use Sukuna's curse technique, which will push him into special grade. That's cold. That's a cold theory. Yeah, my boy Yuji does have to get over that cog mentality. It's not is like eventually he will, and I think that's going to be some of the most interesting writing we get. But then again, I still think it's hard. I think it's hard to say what's it called that Yuji will use his curse techniques based on his personality. But I think eventually he's going to have to, just based on the context of the story and what's going to happen. And yo, man, Johnson, yeah, those scat translations are crazy, dog. They're crazy. They're crazy. They're crazy. We've seen the gravity curse already used. Is definitely is definitely Uzumaki. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. Even Hey there, he's been pushing this Uzumaki as well. Like I hear it. I think it's a valid thing. Kenjaku says Yuki might have some extension techniques with a large curse energy output. Okay. I've only seen what's it called? I've only seen the actual pictures, so I haven't seen the translations. So I'm gonna take what you said. But I mean, based on her kicking the ball and packing up the elephant in one strike, I'm gonna have to agree 100%. I voted inherited because I feel like we would have heard about him running around blasting random Uzumakis. Yeah, you're not lying. You're not lying, man. Switching body is probably not his innate technique, to be honest. Oh, talk to me more about that. Hey, why you think it might not be his inherited technique? I don't mean to turn this to Utah wank, but the fact that Utah is canonically the strongest modern sorcerer, even after Yuki reveal. Listen, this is where I shout out my boy Lightning on Twitter. He said, what's it called? The Utah comment is to do with unusual abilities. Actually, but to be fair, if you think Utah's second strongest is a valid take, I'm just pushing the Yuki agenda. I'm forever pushing the Yuki agenda. But yeah, man, I think yeah, Utah showed why he was him in Sendai, 100%. And like you said, every time Utah fights, he gets more buffs because he can copy curse techniques. So he's different. He needs an awakening like Maki on guard. When Yuji gets his awakening, we'll be there. But the person who I need his awakening the most is Megami. Because when Megami is cooking, just know the agenda I will be pushing will be insane. I'm Megami's biggest fan, so trust me, man. Actually, if Kenjaku inherited multiple techniques since he's 1,000 years old, he'd have like 80 techniques. That's also very true. And he potentially could be older than 1,000 years old, more than that as well. But listen, this is just headcanon, obviously. Do you think the reason why he was potentially like, oh, Utah's copying ability wasn't so special is because he could access other techniques from inheriting bodies? That would be pretty crazy. And it makes sense why he potentially sleeps on the copy ability. But I still doubt it personally. And I feel as if it potentially comes from Uzumaki, but I feel like it's open-ended. It could be either way. Uzumaki really got that. Uzumaki really got devalued if it's a one-time use. Yeah, that's facts. That's facts. That's facts. That's facts. That is facts. Jeez, I'm dying. What did my man say? Goods has won all the fights so far. JJK isn't soft. I agree. No, the good people. I don't think Yuki is winning the fight. I just don't think she's dying personally. I feel like once we get into the like real end, I'm not gonna say everybody's gonna start dying, but I do feel we'll get a little bit more deaths, especially in the culling games. But the thing is, I have about this death argument. We just came from an arc where legit majority of the majority of the cast just passed away. Like depending on if you think Nobara's coming back, which I personally do, she potentially gone. We got Nanami gone. We had all the disaster curses gone. We got Yaga gone. Like everybody's been packed up from a huge arc, which were important characters. So I do think that we just have to give it some time and we'll eventually see them. But I hear what you mean though. Yeah, it's in the translations. Oh, true. I'm gonna read the translations after this still, like the full ones and see, because I just look up the pictures for the most part. Curse spirit manipulation Loki needs more downsides outside of eating nasty orbs. Bro, curse spirit manipulation is broken. It is broken. That's what I'm saying. It's one of the best techniques. Like for real, for real. I'm saying it's top three. I can't lie to you, because the things that it can do, it arguably has the best utility. And the only real like critique is the taste, and you have to be strong enough to obviously capture the curse. Aside from that, you basically have an arsenal of doing whatever, and they can summon their own domains. Yeah, man, come on, bro. He probably wouldn't have the curse energy reserved to use so many techniques like Utah, though. Yeah, that's facts, Blitz. That's facts. That is facts. Utah's curse energy reserves are different, so that makes a lot more sense. If he extracted Mahito and now has something else, is Mahito's technique erased or kept? That's why I asked. I always assumed that his technique is kept, but he can't bring out Mahito. That's how I interpreted it. But obviously, we're going to see in the future if that is true. And he obviously hasn't used idle transfugation since he activated the sorcerer's head. So it could be either way, in my opinion. But in my personal opinion, I think he does still have it. But he can't bring out Mahito as like the restriction, if you get me. Wolf Kenjaku's curse technique is reactive adaptation, or involves adapting to your surroundings, or reactive adaptation is the term for the X-Men character called Darwin. That's pretty cold, Gentle Savage. I think that's a cold theory. I'm gonna have to listen. I like it. I feel as if his is probably the immortal. You know what? That's a decent thing. It could make a lot more sense as a little twist on the immortality stuff. We're just seeing Yuki for. I don't think Gege will kill her off yet. I think Yuki will help Yuji with the output of the strikes to send people flying and better head-to-head skills even more. Yeah, I completely agree. I think it would be a waste to kill Yuki off right now, especially in her first real fight. I feel as if there's a lot more stuff to come from her story. And yeah, man, I believe that Yuki is definitely going to be cooking something. So I'm Team Yuki until further notice. Zeke, who do I think will win? Kenjaku. I dropped a video if you haven't seen it as well on my whole thoughts on it. But to briefly summarize, I think Kenjaku will win, but Yuki will push him to an extreme. And that Yuki will survive as well, which might seem like a cop-out. But I feel as if, personally, and I guess, well, I'm spoiling part of the video, but it is what it is. I feel as if this is going to be similar to Mahito and Yuji in terms of a rivalry that we see them clash on multiple times in the final stages of the arc, in my opinion. Megumi will tame more Shikigami for sure and get better at close combat too, and complete his domain even if it might be barrierless like Sukuna. Yeah, Blast, you're thinking exactly like me, my guy. I think he's going to get the be barrierless type technique as well. Barrierless type domain. And I'm excited to see the last three Shikigami before obviously he tames Mahuraga. Because I feel as if those could be pretty cool. And especially as we know that the previous ones that had died, they get strengthened to make the other 10 shadows more broken. So I feel like there's a lot of stuff that can happen from there. So I'm interested. So he gets infinite techniques then. He'd eat all the cursed spirits he can. Yeah, he could. I mean, potentially. I guess it depends on the technique he wants though. Because some of them probably might not be useful to him. Does Kenny plan to eat the mega spirit he wants to create? My kind of theory is that they merge together. He basically becomes like he basically becomes like a founding titan. Like you know when Aaron puts his head on the fountain titan. That's how I see it personally. But who knows, man? What do you think her technique is? Just being the top, just being the Hulk. Well, yeah. So man like Daru Johnson just said what it is. So it obviously has the mass thing where she can convert whatever it is to it, whatever the Shikigami is into mass, and is like an inflated sense of mass or etc. But like Kenjaku said, he said there's more to do with her technique. So I feel like there is something that we will see, in my opinion. But it's interesting. I think there's a lot of interesting things to come. I'm excited to see her real cook because she was doing business this start of the chapter. But I feel like the next coming chapters when Kenjaku starts to fight back a little bit more, that's when we'll really see her technique being pushed to the limits. She's Todo teacher, so yeah. I'm guessing that's for the Hulk question. Man, I'm still trying to see which Shikigami inherited the snake that Sukuna destroyed. Facts. Oh, what? Gege said he can't inherit them? Say word. I thought it was like the power of them goes into the remaining Shikigami. Was that not true? I don't know if I'm wrong about that, but that was the way I understood the way the 10 shadows is. Like it would power up the rest of his shadows and other ones to potentially calm, but maybe not, I'm not sure. I don't think it's been inherited yet. Yeah, I agree with Daru. I don't think so either. Pretty sure Gege said he can't inherit them. Interesting. Do you think Hikari will die? Hikari is him, so no. I don't think Hikari will die. He has too much business with his fight club he has to run. Like, who's going to run the fight club if he dies? Come on, man. Nah, it depends who he runs into, to be honest. I think at this moment of time, his purpose in the story isn't as significant as people like Utah and etc. So I feel as if there's a lot more to come from him and his character. But I don't think he's going to be as significant as maybe the other characters such as Yuji, Megami and stuff. So in my opinion, I don't think he'll die. That's just what I guess. Hikari's enemy is his ally, Luck. Yeah, man. Nah, man. If he faces like someone like Sukuna, then it's raps for my boy. But I need him to stay far away from Sukuna still. Even though Kashima's going to what? Unless him and Kashima do like a little team up. Because that will be cold. That will be cold. Hikari's definitely Killer B status. See, man like Black Eyes knows. Trust me. Nakinjaku's going to run like Mahito. You think so? Man, listen. I'm going to have to give my boy Kenjaku an L if he runs. Even though I don't believe so. If he does run, I'm going to have to give him an L. And It's gonna hurt me because I've been pushing the Kenjaku will win hype for time, so it's gonna hurt me. Trust me. Oh, True Grim Reaper. Nah, you good. You good. You're talking about control. Okay, yeah. I hear you. Then. Grim was talking about Kenny methinks. No, he was. Oh yeah. I hear you. That makes sense. Yeah, you cleared it up. My fault then. Akari is immortal cause memes. Listen, Hikari is immortal because he's him. Hikari is definitely Killer B status. My man. Kenjaku going to use Toji's secret curse technique. Gotta get milk. Man said, you think he's gonna dip? Really? Are we really saying my man's gonna dip? Come on, man. Nah, man. Kenjaku said that poison blood doesn't affect because he's the parent, even though he's in a different body. So does that mean he maintained the curse energy properties of his vessels? Yo, that's a fire theory, my guy. I can't give you a just answer because everything I'm going to say is just going to sound like cap. But yes, my guess is yes. That is my guess if you'd have to ask me. What pop do you think will... what POV? I'm guessing you meant POV. What POV do you think we'll switch to after Kenjaku versus Yuki? I think we go back to Yuji and them, man. Because we got them at the last panel where we see them about to fight the army people. I think after this fight is cleared, we're going to see them deal with the military people. And then we'll flip to Yuta and them after. And then see what the conclusion of why Kenjaku said the purpose of the Culling game is done. That's my personal opinion. I have a theory now. No, Hikari wants nothing to do with Sukuna. He got Hajime for that. Exactly, bro. We'd love to see a Yuki versus Kashimo. Listen, I'm pushing Yuki stock, so Kashimo getting packed. It would be a cold fight, but Kashimo's getting packed, bro. I'm team Yuki, man. I have a theory now. Gege does a random number generator to see if Hikari gets lucky or not. A random number generator. Listen, like my boy Hikari said, he uses skill to take a hold of luck. It's all skill, trust. Kashimo loses off the Yuki hype alone. Like my guy Seven Sins knows, trust. Kashimo would probably get his ass beat as soon as Yuki kicked Rin in the ass, but that's just me. Nah, Blast, you're spitting. Kashimo's sending him home. Yuki sending Kashimo home. Real special grades don't need to team up, catch a dub. That's a grade 1 mentality. You're spilling, but like, we're talking about Sukuna here. Sukuna is not your average guy, you know. Like, out of the crop of the special grades, no one is touching him. Because if he gets to 20 fingers, it's looking peak, man. He's gonna do like Madara against the Shinobi. It would be tough. It would be tough, bro. I can't wait to see Steroid Sakura go off. Steroid Sakura, yo, respect Yuki, man. Respect Yuki, bruv. What? Listen, we're not talking about this Sakura shorty here, man. Come on, bruh. I need a chapter where Todo and Hikari meet up and fight together. Man knows. That is what I need. We need a Hikari and Todo team up. Can you imagine the dialogue? Bruv. That would be jokes. Them man need to team up for sure. Where all numbers means Hikari's wins fighting special grades. Yeah, Sins push that Hikari agenda, my guy. Tengen's going to get in the way and get captured. Yeah, Tengen needs to sit her ass home and not do nothing, bro. Because if she gets in the way, yeah, it's for sure easy getting captured. Easily. Now, Kenjaku will seize Tengen and then leave, but Yuki will be dead or injured. Yes, I agree. Better go back to Yuji and them. Yeah, I think so. I think it'll make sense for him to go back to Yuji and them. I was hyped to see Yuji and Megami again, but Choso didn't disappoint. 100%. Choso put in work. I think we'll definitely go back to the Yuji and Megami colony. It makes a lot of sense in my opinion. Are Yuta about to prove why he can't take over a country single-handedly? Yo! I think Yuta can. Listen, I have a couple people who I think it can. It's just, it'll take a lot of time in my opinion. Yuta has the biggest simps on his sides. Say no more, bro. You talking about Rika? It has to be Rika you're talking about. Trust me. Sukuna will get a Madara versus 5 Kage treatment, just fighting out who will be his 5 Kage. Yeah, that would be different. That would be legendary status. Sukuna ramping on everybody. Yeah, man. I'm there for it. Yuki simps about to overtake Utah simps. Trust me. I'm pushing Yuki agenda forever, so trust me, man. Kenjaku has a barriers domain. Yeah, the million. That's what we were talking about a little earlier. I think he definitely has a boundless domain. It makes too much sense in my opinion. And if you saw that there was no pocket space being shown, it just makes too much sense that he has a boundless domain. And I think that's cool. I want to see, obviously, if he got a boundless domain through doing the similar things of a binding vow, or if it was done through different means. I think it would be pretty interesting. You know what I mean, but she's a top woman. Now I hear you, Black Eyes. I just had to send some Sakura hate. So, there was just a little bit of Sakura hate coming from me. But not them calling her stories as Sakura. I'm saying, bro. Sukuna versus Yuta, Hikari, Maki, Ryu, and Kashimo. If he's 20 fingers, he's still... Listen, he's still watching them. If it's 15 fingers, yeah, he's getting jumped. He's getting jumped. That would be tough for him. What's up? What's up, your boy? How you doing, man? Kenjaku's barrier is as big as the number of dead bodies he has taken over. Bruh. Imagine Yuki's maximum is an infinite mass attack. That's what I'm saying. That would be crazy. Like, he summons like a bunch of those dragonflies at once. That would be pretty cold. I can't lie. Can you imagine if Kenjaku persuades Yuki to join him? Yo, if Yuki jakes the mans, that would be the biggest plot twist I would ever see. But Loki, what would be the point? Like, Yuki completely parallels exactly... Sorry. What's the word I'm thinking of? Is it foil? I think it's foil. If I'm wrong, correct me. But she's a foil to his ideology. Like, his is optimizing, hers is removing. Like, them joining together just wouldn't make sense to me personally. Yuki probably going to pull a Jin. Yo, you think he's going to dip? Yo, what is this? She's definitely not dipping. She's beating his ass right now. Any ideas on Yuki's domain expansion? Well, it has something to do with her, obviously, ability of mass. So, in my opinion, if I had to guess... The thing is, I'm not creative like Gege. I can't lie to you. But if I have to guess... Just because I've been pushing the Utah domain which summon multiple Rikas, I'm going to say she summons multiple of those dragonflies that just basically have a guaranteed hit and they swarm around the place and attacking bare people. If I had to guess, if you get me. Rin becomes a meteor. She has the mass of the suns like Escanor. Yo, that's kind of cold. I said like a meteor. That's kind of cold, you know. See, the thing is, I'm not creative like that, so I can't give you the best answers. I can't lie to you. Kenjaku get dropkicked, then create a diversion, not trying to waste any more time, and grab Tengen, then get injured like Thanos and dip. It's all over. I win. This is my perfect victory. That would be a cold. It would be cold, but I need Kenjaku to fight back a little bit because he's getting jumped right now. I need him to fight back just a little bit, man. Yuki winning World Cup for real? You already know. She joining Neymar and winning the World Cup. Trust me. Yeah, they have opposing ideology. Yeah, exactly, Grim Reaper. It just wouldn't make sense. Did you notice that Kenny's prison realm has multiple eyes like Tengen? And Tengen's prison realm has a scar like Kenny? Say a word! Yo, Blackbird, you might be talking about something crazy that I did not pay attention to. That's a crazy pickup if you did. I'm going to have to check that again and see, because that's a crazy, crazy pickup. Imagine once Megami completes his domain, he can make infinite Mahuragas. Trust me, I'm telling you. He's going to be like when Madara said, do you want these Susanos, these clones to use Susano as well? Trust me, man. Like, come on, bro. Come on, man. That is the real JJK I'm trying to see, bro. If Kenny gets Tengen, what will happen with the end of the prison realm? Will Kenny get it, making the angel the only way to free Gojo? Or would Tengen give it to Choso or something? Well, he already gave the backs of the prison realm to them, right? So they already have it. I don't know who has it at this current juncture, but I'm assuming they would go and find... I don't know. But they said that they need... Actually, no, I might be capping. Because they said that they need the black rope or something as well. So there's still more that they have to do. I feel like it all comes down to Angel eventually caving in and being like, yo, if you want to kill Sukuna, the only person who can do that is Sealed. So it would make a lot more sense. The how is different, but the why might be the key. Say no more. Infinite Maharagas is crazy, for real. I feel bad for whoever gets that treatment. Bro, you know what's even crazier? If Maharaga can keep the adaptation he does. So, for example, if he adapts and then he continuously keep it, like, bro, what are we talking about? Megami top 1 in the verse, trust me. I'm going to tell you now, I will be unbearable when Megami is that guy, because I've been pushing my boy Megami ever since the time in the anime when I saw him pull out his domain. I already knew he was going to be him, so I'm forever on board. She wins by killing the opposing team, but yeah, trust me. Yuki for the World Cup. Can Draco about to get off screen and then still tanking at the last moment? Nah, man, I need. Listen, you guys are right. He doesn't have to fight back, but I need him to fight back. I personally need him to. Pele, Zidane, even Maradona be overhyped, overrated, Messi, Mr. 2A. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Where's this Messi slander? Chill on that. I don't know about all of that, but Messi's maximum level is only CR7. Thanks to Di Maria. Yeah, Di Maria cooked, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Yo, Wagwaka better than Messi and Ronaldo's questionable. Don't kill me. Don't kill me. uh, what's up? What's up? What's up? Don't kill me. Megami needs to challenge Mahoraga with Maki as her backup tool since she doesn't register as a person in domains. Their tag team could be nasty. Yeah, you're not lying, man. It could be a legendary tag team. Trust me. Especially if he tames my man, he'll be different, bro. He'll be different. Kinjaku ain't got a fight. He needs to complete his objective. He's fated to get either dropped by Utah or to drop by how strong Yuki. Yo, Utah's getting packed by Kinjaku as well. I don't agree with that. I'm team Kinjaku. I'm team Kinjaku. Trust me. Uh, Stop the disrespect. That's bannable, Flan. What did Flan say? Oh, is he talking about the Zidane thing? Yeah, nah, you're wildin'. Messi's better. Messi's better. Trust me. Megami and Yuji's the team you want, and you want to take L's. Yo, less of that, man. Yo, since how you hating on both my boys? Both of them are the guys, bro. Trust me. They may be weak now, but when they get their glow up, trust me, man. There's a myth about giant skeleton that controls shadows. I forgot what manga already used it, but the spine could be him building it up, basically in a touchy Susano. You know what? I see that. That's cold. That is cold. That is a cold theory. I rate it. My guy Kareem. Love for coming on, bro. I'll see you later. Yo, also, give me OG. But I'm gonna send you a trade. I'll send you a trade for OG Ananobi, but slide me OG. Messi and Ronaldo like Sakuna and Gojo are GOAT. Yeah, my guy Eunice knows. He knows already. It's her curse technique. Nah, Yuta about to put Kenjaku in a basket. Come on, man. Listen, I'll let you Utah fans have your day, so I'll allow it. But I'm Team Kenjaku till further notice. I have a new theory. Megami's strongest summon is going to be himself because when Megami summons what? Die, the other summons get the strength, but in the domain he can clone himself. Oh, I kind of hear you. I hear you. So you're saying like he gets an amp from all his Shikigami dying? Yeah, that's pretty cold. I like that theory, man. That's a cold theory. I can't lie. That's a cold theory. Zidane, Messi plus whole Argentina. I mean, that's fine. I don't mind, but Messi's better. So it is what it is, bro. So he might get amped by all his Shikigami die. I rate that theory. Whoa, Zidane is better than Iniesta. I don't know about that. But Yuki pulls up her first fight and is about to end the series. I'm saying, Yuki's different, bro. She's different. I'm so glad Choso survived. Yeah, Zeke, you're spitting. Choso had major death flags. I'm saying it didn't look too good for my guy, but it's looking like he's going to survive this encounter. I can't lie to you. Yuta and Gojo really be out here slacking. Well, I mean, Gojo's is sealed. It's tough for him. But Utah's been putting in work, to be fair. He's been putting in work right now. Zidane CR7 too. I don't know about that, Flan, but you can push your agenda. I don't mind. Zero chance Yuki doing that to Kenjaku and Utah can't. She literally has little battle experience with him. How does she have less battle experience? We don't know her personal battle experience. Plus, she's been the oldest special grade, so potentially she's fought for a long period of time. This is all just speculation, so I don't know, man. Argentina getting folded first game. Messi kind of cried. Yeah, it was tough. Saudi did their thing. The Casillas went on a huge... I'm calling the goalkeeper Casillas because that was a phenomenal performance. Bruh, he was in his bag. I would be simping for Yuta till I die. I respect the agenda, Blitz. I respect it. If Kenjaku beats him, then Kenjaku cheated or he got lucky. Listen, that's me with Megami. I'll be forever pushing the Megami agenda. So listen, I respect you having your agenda. We haven't seen the other three summons, so who's to say Mahoraga is the strongest? Why can Megami summon even him, but not them? That's true. That's true. That's true. Com- Hell no. Iniesta better than Zidane? Yeah, nah. You're wilding for that one, your boy. So I have three prediction. Miwa has lightning powers. Megami will get amped by all his summons, and Kenjaku about to get off screen. Miwa has lightning powers. Yo, you're really buying into the Miwa and Kashimo parallels? Don't kill me, man. I'll be fully on board with Miha being the one to eventually finish Kenjaku. Or MKK? Are we really pushing that agenda? I don't know. Like, listen, I be trolling, but I still think Miwa getting trolled to the death. I can't lie. I'll be fully on board. Be cool if all the Shikigami becomes Megami's shadow and look like Muhuraga will, but shadow under the feet so it could counter like he does. Geto called her a freeloader because she's not doing missions, that's why. Yeah, but Geto wasn't with Yuki for the whole time she was a special grade. Yuki was a special grade like 12 years before Gojo was even one as well. So she's been the longest one for time. I mean, she might not have been doing missions then, but there's still so much unaccounted time that we don't know about Yuki. So I don't really think the battle experience is a fair thing personally. But I mean, if you think that Yuta's stronger, I'm not going to debate you. That's a fair thing. I just personally got Yuki. Someone said Mahu's the strongest. He can summon the other three, but he hasn't tamed them. Oh, that's interesting, Blitz. Did you pre that Kenjaku's DA might actually be barrierless? Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. I think it is barrierless. It makes a lot of sense. And obviously, he didn't, like you see that the pocket space that they normally do with domains didn't showcase. So I agree with you completely, Lloyd. I think it makes a lot of sense. Hikari stronger than Yuta, but respect on the Giga Chat of JJK. See, someone said it in it, not me in it, but I agree with that person in it. Listen, now the Yuta fans are gonna jump me. So I'm gonna say no comment. Just saying, Yuta one tap Choso. Kenjaku been struggling. Well, it's kind of different. Kenjaku wasn't taking the fight seriously and said he's not going to use his curses. So it is what it is. Like your boy, you can say he's stronger. I don't mind. It's just, yeah, man. It is what it is. Yuki Fold's your favorite character. See, Space is edible nose. Space is edible nose. Need Megami to start graft on his Shikigami to up his close quarter combat. Man wants to be a close ranger fight Loki. He's different. He likes to mix it up. That's why he's my guy. That's why I think part of the reason why Sukuna rates him heavy. Because he made a whole comparison talking about all the Shikigami users from before are always using, what's it called? They always like sit back and let their Shikigami fight for them. But he's like the one of the few people who actually tries to mix it. There is one manga I read where there's a dude who could use dreams and reality manipulation. If there was a sorcerer like that in JJK, I feel like special grade. That's like a Bleach character. I don't want to spoil because I don't know how many people are caught up in the 1,000-Year Blood War. But yeah, it's like a Bleach character. He uses his imagination to think. And my boy Kenpachi shows out in that fight. If you know, you know. He shows out. Yuta has greater feats. Yeah, Yuta has greater feats, for sure. I mean, Yuta is him. Yuta is him. Miwa may be related to Kashimo. She was chosen because of her hair. Maybe she even relates to the third ventral spirit. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you what you mean with that theory. The thing is about that theory, yeah, because they're reincarnated sorcerers, they take away the specific body that they had. But there's not necessarily a confirmation that Kashimo's old body was the exact same hair color, if you get me, your boy. But listen, I'll push the agenda, so I'm on your side. Tengen was also doing something, so maybe they're going to seal him. Tengen was using her domain at the end of the chapter. That's what I think as well, Laminian. I think it's a domain as well. But somebody said it could potentially be a higher advanced technique of like a simple domain or something. Or maybe like an anti-barrier domain that we haven't seen potentially. I feel like the theories for it is pretty thing, but the hand sign that he did, where it looked like he kind of crossed his fingers, I feel as if it looks likely to be a domain. Kenjaku could have folded Choso. He just let him think he was doing something. Yeah, no, he wasn't really trying in that match. I'm not going to hold that against Kenjaku. Kenjaku can just summon an army to stall Yuta and waste his 5 minutes, then he can just beat Yuta. My man, no. Listen, I'm Team Kenjaku. I'm Team Kenjaku. But if the Utah fans want to say that he wins, I'm not gonna debate you. We'll see when it comes if they eventually do clash. So it's up to each interpretation. But I'm gonna have to call it quits because man has work, and I'm not trying to. Yeah, man needs to sleep still. But last thing, Gay's cooking. Obviously, if you're new here, subscribe, like the stream, all of that, and all the streams will be unlisted, so you can watch them and everything if you want to peep them. But I hope you guys have a great night or day, depending on where you are. Unfortunately, Shinnok, I'm about to cut, so man has to sleep. But I'm gonna catch you mans later. So peace.